everyone. Today I wanted to come on in the vlog and I wanted to talk a bit about the diet mentality, because I know when I start working with my clients, or the first conversation I have with them, and even my old mentality of diet mentality was, you need to eat less, you need to cut calories, you need to count calories, you really need to heavily control your food, you need to move more, you need to burn more calories and eat less calories. And this is really the mainstay of what the diet and fitness industry has preached for years. And as you may or may not know, the diet industry largely is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So they know how to market, they know how to pull you in and convince you that this is what you need to do to get the results you want. But the problem is about 80% of the population go on the diet, do the quick fix, get into the intense exercise regime, and maybe realistically can do it for a couple of weeks or a month or two. And then something happens and the habits fall away. You lose track of everything. Something maybe triggers emotional eating, or perhaps you feel you have to be perfect on your diet and with your exercise regime. And then when you're not able to maintain it, that throws you way off track. Maybe you overeat, you start eating all the foods you weren't allowing yourself to have, and that frustrates and upsets you. And then you gain all the weight back and you start back at square one, or you've gained even more weight back, and this makes you more frustrated, more angry with your body. And so a client of mine had this question the other night. Well, I thought that it was about, eating less and exercising more. And I said, perhaps that's what you've been told and what you've been conditioned to think, but it's in fact about a lot more than eating less and exercising more. In fact, I don't believe in that as being sustainable or a healthy way to build a, connected relationship with yourself or a healthy relationship with food. I, in fact, think and believe that mentality, that old diet mentality, actually fuels the vicious cycle of emotional eating. It can fuel body image issues and body insecurities. And so we actually want to look at how we can unlearn this old diet conditioning and learn new focus. What do I focus on if I'm not focusing on diet and exercise? Well, I think what is far more important is to look at how do you create optimal health and body freedom and build a healthy relationship with food. And it is about focusing on many different areas, one step at a time, and actually allotting and taking the time that you need for your unique health journey, which ideally, I often find it takes at least a year. The average time I end up working with somebody is 1.5 to 2 years. But to give yourself the time you need on your journey. So if you're struggling with things like emotional eating, overcoming that is a very vital part of gaining optimal health and building a healthy relationship with food. Understanding why you keep gaining the weight back, why you can't maintain. Is your diet too restrictive? Is it that you're struggling to make yourself a priority with self-care? Do you have digestive issues, bloating, inflammation, food sensitivities? Are you curious if you have hormone imbalances? Is your blood sugar off? Is your detoxification slow? Are you having poor sleep? Do you have low energy? Is your schedule overbooked? Like, these are many potential questions to look at and to assess. And I do this with every single person that I work with, because it is so important to understand that person's current state of health so that we can make a mindful action plan and support the physical and emotional state of health. The other thing I really believe is that it is important to take the focus off of the weight and the calories and the scale and focus on gaining optimal health with the digestion, the hormones, the blood sugar, balancing your schedule, overcoming emotional eating, and really importantly, learning how to make yourself a priority, connect with your body, and really learn how to love and accept yourself. That doesn't mean weight loss is not going to happen, but I really think it's so important that we learn to love and accept ourselves as we are and build this journey of optimal health. And then I find what the bonus ends up being is once we stop focusing on the control and the restriction and what is unrealistic with the weight and the goals, very big goals to lose a lot of weight in a small amount of time, and we focus on optimal health and body connection, the weight actually ends up falling off, usually without a lot of effort or force or focus. And I think that that's a much more beautiful way to look at a health journey and a healthy weight loss journey as well. So if you are curious to hear more, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment below if you like what you're hearing. I share video blogs every month, and you can check out more at amberapproved.ca as well. I look forward to sharing a whole new video blog with you again very soon.